Welcome to beautiful Seville.
Buenos días a todas y a todos.
We need to make sure that we stay ahead of the curve.
En estos días ustedes vais a tomar decisiones muy importantes.
By considering what the future of travel looks like.
De la capacidad de adaptación de los sectores a ese mundo cambiante depende el mantenimiento de una posición de liderazgo.
That's why we are here today.
Only if we understand will we care.
How do we keep being these change makers?
El turismo es el motor más dinámico de la economía andaluza.
The thing that we are living as human beings is 4 times larger than the Industrial Revolution.
Doing things increasingly like total personalization, knowing exactly who you are, the trips you've taken, what your preferences are.
We have many customers, but that doesn't mean we cannot be individualized.
We chose facial as our biometric of choice because it is the most user-friendly. The match rate is outstanding.
Because we can clear the ship more quickly and because people can get on more quickly, we're finding that people are getting, in effect, an extra day of their vacation.
But we're solving an incredibly complex security mandate really by focusing on the traveler experience.
I'm delighted WTTC have come on board with us.
I don't think we have time to wait to come to a global agreement.
Keep in mind cognitive intelligence and 5G as the next big thing in the next 3 to 5 years.
My little friend would like to welcome you all to Seville.
Bienvenido a Sevilla.
It is the customer that ultimately decides the value and our future success.
Perhaps the greatest racing driver of all time.
Sir Jackie Stewart.
We're in the travel business, Formula One.
How well equipped are you to understand young China?
Millennials are broke.
There's actually more young people in China than there are people in the United States and Canada combined.
Turns out their parents and grandparents got more resources than any other group in the world.
Tenemos que ser visionarios y en esta cumbre lo estamos siendo.
Traveler of today wants to go to a place and have a connection and feel a travel experience from the heart.
It's no longer about owning something, it's really about actually belonging to something.
You can buy a ticket to go to space for 5 minutes. It's short, but I can tell you for those 5 minutes, it's really worth it.
The carbon footprint of putting someone into space is the equivalent of a few billion, several billion plastic straws.
And I think we really should be leading the sustainability programs, and we are not.
When we talk about sustainable tourism today, it's not just visiting a place, but it's also understanding and being integrated with the culture.
The growth of this sector has the capacity to transition individual African countries towards more inclusive and resilient economies.
A recognition for contribution to tourism.
A very warm welcome to the 2019 Tourism for Tomorrow Awards.
Ship Award winner is Bukuti and Tara Beach Resort, Aruba.
I am shaking.
To all of you, I say, wow.
For being our champion in this. Thank you.
Job creation or environmental responsibility is a false dilemma. That is not true. We can do both.
The serious damage to the environment, to the beauty of this planet, to the plundering and annihilation of so many of the wonderful creatures that inhabit our world is shocking.
Meaning we've got to align the interests of our social impact with our commercial interests. Human trafficking is an industry that is estimated $150 billion annually. We believe that we have the power to do something about it. So I'm very proud to announce that we have some founding members as part of this amazing task force.
Will you please welcome Andres Oppenheimer?
The one thing I'm sure of is that the robots are coming.
Yeah, they're coming, but we have the power to decide what they do.
We want people to be able to press a button and get a flight. And we're calling this service Uber Air.
I never envisioned those jobs being jobs held by robots.
You still need an interactive with human.
If you go to a reception of a hotel, in reality,
is almost like a robot. How are you going to compete with hotels with 100 rooms manned by one person?
I will never check into a hotel where they send a robot to greet me.
非常に大きな役割を果たすことが分かっているんですけども。
You and I, within the next 3 years, are able to take a ride in the first Hyperloop.
We all have to reinvent ourselves.
Experience, sensation, feelings.
Where could we robotize the politicians?
I don't think you're going to be able to automate most jobs that have social or emotional cues.
What a summit this has been.
Permítanme que en primer lugar dé la enhorabuena a Sevilla.
Uno de los eventos más importantes que se han celebrado en Sevilla.
It's not a goodbye. We keep Sevilla in our heart.